Oh, hey YouTube! Welcome back to the shop today. Today, we're going to go over how to attach an end panel to your cabinet, to your frame, to make it as seamless as you possibly can. So come on over here. I'm going to show you an old Norwegian trick. So what I've got here is the cabinet box, okay? I know that the right side of this cabinet needs an end panel. It's on the end of a cabinet run in a new kitchen, okay? So I got my clamps ready. I'm gonna get it flush on the top of my box. Clamp it there. I'm gonna get one more down here. Clamp it on a little bit tighter. There we go, okay? So, I wasn't prepared, I forgot my mallet. Hold on. I found it. So now that I've got it clamped in place, I can fine tune it. So I'm going to just tap it to where I'm back to being flush. Just like that. I'm going to start on the top and work my way down. So if you come over here, I've got screws ready to go in. Now, when you're putting the screws into your panel, you don't want to put it in the middle. You want your screws to be in the solid wood part. If I was to put a screw through the panel, it's going to pop through the panel, and that's no good. People don't want to see screws popping through the panels in their brand new kitchens. So I'm going to get that put into place where I like it. And I'm going to get the first screw put in. These are 1 1/4" grabbers. Like that. Cut it. So now we've got the panel attached to the cabinet box. And again, you don't see any screws poking through. When we put this cabinet in your mom's house later, she's not going to be unhappy about it. So what our next objective is to put our face frame on. We do a lot of face frame cabinets in this part of the country. And what we're trying to accomplish here is for a nice, seamless look to this cabinet box. So we actually made this style that much smaller than it needed to be, so that when this is on, you've got that 3.5 inches there. And you down here, you're like, well, that's 4 1/4. I can tell that through the foam. Well, look, we made it stick out past the back of the cabinet, so when we're installing this, we can scribe 3/4 off to the contour of the wall. Once that 3/4 is gone, you've got 3.5 and 3.5. That's your math for the day. So now we want to put this frame on. We're going to glue it. We're going to get glue right here. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to put a little glue on here. Okay? Don't be afraid to get your finger and rub it in. All right? Remember who these cabinets are for a paying customer. In your case, it's your mother. So we're going to do a good job. Okay? So now we get it spread nice and even. When I clamp it, there's going to be a little bit of squeeze out from the glue, and that's all right. Clamps is what makes the glue work. That pressure. So I'm going to get it. I want it flush up here on my panel. And I can overhang it a hair because I'm going to take a sander to this when it's dry. And we can sand it smooth, but just a hair is all I want there. Get a pipe clamp ready. And I'm going to put a full clamp here. Again, check your flush. And just slowly tighten it. If you need your mallet, do a little whacking, go for it. I work my way down the frame on a base cabinet. Usually 3 clamps will do. Now I'm clamping this section here rather than a full one because we make these panels to expand and contract inside of these joints. And so if I squeeze really tight here, it's going to squeeze the panel in a weird way, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to get it flush here where this clamp goes. See the glue squeeze out? It's a good sign. And we'll pull one down here on the end. Just like this. Make sure we're flush. Tighten her down. Then go back, make sure everything's still stayed. Sometimes you get to the bottom and they move a little, so you need to adjust. I'll go ahead and crank them just a little tighter, and we'll let that pressure work. And then I'll move over to this side. This side's easy. On the non-finished side of the cabinet, where's my mallet, Frank? Where's my mallet, everybody? Everybody stop what you're doing and find my mallet. On a side like this, make it flush. We just take our pocket hole, same 1.25 inch grabbers. And again, we do this on any cabinet that's not a finished side. We can pocket hole through the side before we build this box. We can tighten the frames on with those screws. Make sure it's flush. I like it. I'll go ahead and work my way down the side of the cabinet like I did on the other part. And we'll throw these in. And we got them all around the box. So we're going to throw them in. And this cabinet, when it's done, you build a park your mother's Jeep on top of it, and it won't break. Well, thanks for watching this episode, and we gotta go. Talk to you later.